I'm glad that's over with. This is a tough time of year for us with finals and not practicing at our right time, and we were just thrown off with everything. I thought offensively we were really good, but we pride ourselves on being a great defensive team, and we weren't tonight. We let the big fella 42 just kind of go to work. We've seen some great post players, and we haven't given that up. So really disappointed about us defensively, but again, some guys came in and offensively kind of got it going, but this is a tough week. I wanted to get this game over with, to be honest with you. We just didn't even have a shoot around. Half the team wasn't there, taking finals, taking some other things. Willie had graduation today, so he went to his graduation ceremony, and so just awkward schedule. But now we can get back and get back to business.
Questions?
Coach, one thing that stood out to me was Isaiah Dennis only played 2 minutes.
Yeah.
What was the reason behind that?
Well, he turned the ball over. He turned it over early, and if you know, one of the things I'm doing, we were playing about 10 guys double-figure minutes, and so as we get to league play, that rotation is going to get a little bit shorter, and so again, I didn't think mentally he was there as he has been all year, and we have some other guys that are doing it, and so the beauty of this team is that when you don't come to play, you may not get back in the game. That's the beauty of this team. Before in the past, something can happen, and you come out, you can go back in. On this team, you may sit the rest of the game, and I think that happened to him and really happened to Jeff, because Malik was playing so well, DeMarcus was playing so well. I thought Devin Mitchell was playing well. So there's only so many minutes you have, and so when you have your opportunity, you better play.
When it comes to 42 for A&M,
Yeah.
He did his thing tonight.
Yeah.
Would you say that was more him? He did make a couple of good post moves, but do you say that was a lot of defensive mishaps?
It was him. He's a good player, But again, we didn't do the defensive assignments. We did, some of our post double stuff. We only did it one time. We talked about post doubling. We ended up getting a post double at the end and a steal with Austin. Again, we just weren't mentally sharp. And so I'm gonna put that on with all the stuff going on right now with finals and all the stuff we got going. I'm gonna put on that. But we were not mentally sharp tonight at all.
Talk about the play real quick with Willie Clayton on the day that he graduated
Yeah.
from Georgia State.
Yeah.
He misses a double-double with 12 points.
Yeah, Willie really, with his family here, I was kind of concerned how he'd play with graduation and his family and all those things, but I think that's really important. And so you only get that one opportunity to graduate. And so we gave him basically 2 days to kind of just go do what you got to get done and enjoy this part of it with graduation. So he didn't even know the game plan. And so he just kind of just kind of came out there and he played. But I want to congratulate him. We've got 2 guys that already got their degrees on our team now with Willie and Justin. So our young guys can look at that. And so we wanted to make a big deal out of graduation because we want our young guys to know the main thing you're going to get out of this is making sure that you graduate. So so we kind of gave him basically 2 days to kind of be with his family, do that kind of stuff, and so a normal Willie, I don't know if the big fella would have had a night like that, but he didn't know the game plan for the most part. But get a kid credit; he's a good player. The other kid's a good player. Yeah.
Jumping kind of off of the game tonight, but on the course of graduation, how close is RJ?
Yeah. Again, I think RJ's now about 12 hours. He took 6 this past summer and got 6 hours of summer, and so he'll do that again next summer. It's just his day job's pretty busy. So I think he's about 12 hours away, and so you ain't got to worry about that. Mom, man, that's like I thought that was my wife sitting in the corner asking that question. Like every day she's on that question. So why can't he take a class right now? I was like, well, he's in Chicago. So, but he'll get that done. There's no question about that.
Coach, looking at the stat sheet, a lot of players, as you mentioned, were able to step up and contribute huge on the offensive side of the ball. What was the biggest thing that you guys can take from this game, though?
Yeah. Well, we're in a really nice groove. We're shooting the ball well. Our last few games, if you look at what we're shooting from the three-point line, and now Jeremy was shooting 27%, but lately he was 4 or 5 from the three-point line. He's a good shooter. This team can really shoot the ball, and sometimes I think we rely too much on that and not get back on the defensive end. And so we knew the ball was going in for us, and so this team can score. We knew this was that kind of team, and we can score when we want to score. We just got to make sure we're better on the defensive end.
Had 18 points and 8 rebounds. Are you seeing a maturation process with him in practice?
It depends on which practice. Freshman or freshman. I mean, he's a talented young man. And if you look and see what's happened, I think all but one time when he comes off the bench, he scores in double figures. I wasn't smart enough to figure that out. I started him. Every time I start him, he gets 4 or 6. So he may not start the rest of the year. He's just so explosive with the ball. And so, especially in transition. So, and what people are finding out, he can really pass the ball. He can really, really pass the ball. So he's a talented young man. He's just now figuring this stuff out, man. He has no idea what he's doing. He's doing this on straight, just natural talent. When he starts to figure it out and the game really slows down, the kid's going to be special.
And Ben Levy,
Yeah.
he was really kind of putting on, especially in the bottom of the first half.
Yeah.
Is that a guy that's going to get a lot more minutes and he's even going to start?
Well, he's been starting. Malik's a 25 to 30-minute guy for us. I mean, he's only reason he didn't start earlier in the year, he was hurt. But he was our best player this summer, more consistent player this summer. He was really good. Malik is just he's on the court, off the court. I mean, just solid. I mean, there some guys when you're a coach, you worry about that dude. I ain't got to ever worry about, man. I don't ever. He comes to play every day, and now he's making that jump shot. He's got that down, his first step. I mean, he's a really good player, and I'm really happy for his success.
Coach, speaking of jump shots, big man Jordan Session, he took 2 threes tonight.
Yeah, one of the things that Jordan's actually, not sometimes, I think he's a better three-point shooter than he is making layups. I'd rather him just stay out on the 3 and shoot threes. When he has a layup, I don't know what's going to happen. But we kind of recruited Jordan as a pick-and-pop guy. I mean, that's, he does that in practice, so that didn't surprise us in that regards. I mean, he made a couple last year. I would say I would rather he shoot it more, but he may look at this and say, Coach, you said you want me to shoot it 3 more, so I won't say that.
Today was actually great. I woke up at like 5:40 in the morning. I texted one of my best friends and I told him, I said, man, look, this is an unreal moment. I'm about to graduate. It's a big deal because I'm actually the first male on my mother's side to get my college education. So that was pretty much a big deal. And just going out there and just with my fellow peers, it was great. The feeling was great, everything was great. Now leading up to the game, nothing really bothered me. I tuned back in and got my focus back right, and we won the game. So yeah.
Questions for me?
How aggressively are you going to rebound this game?
Man, I'm gonna get 10 rebounds next game. I got you. I got you. And then if I don't, you could drill me, because I know you will.
I will. Yeah.
So you said you tuned in when it was game time again, but with all those emotions, how emotional were you this morning?
I was very emotional. Like I said, I'm the first male on my mother's side to graduate, with a college degree, and so that was pretty big. Grandchild, that was pretty big, and but like I said, I had to tune back in because I didn't want to get all my emotions back up, and then you have a bad game, and I just didn't want that. So yeah.
So the fear of having a bad game was.
Yes, it was. I had that fear. I was like, man, Willie, you cannot have a bad game. This is graduation. You got to win the game. So, yeah, all the fears was in there. But they went out the door.
How many family and friends in attendance tonight after obviously coming to see you graduate and come over for the game?
20. Yeah, 20 of them. And my frat brothers, yeah, my line brothers and some of my chapter brothers as well. So yeah, so all my line brothers was here, and then I had some of my chapter brothers as well.
Now, what was 42 doing?
Man, 42. I just think he had a great night. He played well. I'm not gonna lie, he played well. I think I would take some blame on myself. I didn't look at the scouting report as well as I used to, because graduation, you got a lot of things going on, but I take that blame on myself, but he, like I said, he also had a good game. I'm not going to knock him for that. He had a great game. So yeah.
Willie, with graduation and everything, out of the way, how do you personally get yourself focused mentally to have a great game against Oklahoma?
Well, I mean, since everything's in the back of me, you know, graduation, I'm an alumni of Georgia State, so it's over now. So, I mean, all the focus is basketball now. I don't have to go to school besides going to grad school, and that's it. So all the school is in the back.
Are you aiming to finish grad school?
So what I would do is I would start it, and then I would declare to play professional ball somewhere, NBA, overseas, whatever it is. And then when I get done with that, with my career in basketball, I'll come back and finish that up and become a high school basketball coach. So, yeah.
And history teacher.
Right. Yeah.